Welcome to Storywise Nonfiction Article Level 3. Make sure to stay until the end of the video for vocabulary explanations. You can also find the vocabulary list in the video's description. The San Diego Zoo Gorillas. The San Diego Zoo, nestled in the heart of California, is a remarkable testament to the power and diversity of the natural world. It's a place where you can come face to face with creatures of all shapes, sizes, and origins. Within the confines of this sprawling urban oasis, life thrives in a celebration of biodiversity. Covering 100 acres, it is one of the largest zoos on the planet. Its expansive grounds and ingenious enclosure designs home a staggering array of wildlife. There are over 3,500 animals at the zoo, belonging to an impressive 800 different species or subspecies. From the humblest insects to the mightiest elephants, the San Diego Zoo houses a veritable cornucopia of creatures from every corner of the globe. Animals from the African savanna roam. Primates swing through lush greenery mimicking their Asian rainforest habitats, and polar bears swim in chilled waters reminiscent of the Arctic Sea. It's a microcosm of our planet's vast and varied ecosystems. What's more, the zoo's dedication to the conservation and understanding of wildlife has made it a beloved destination for millions of people. Every year, approximately 4 million visitors walk through its gates. Families, school groups, and solo explorers alike are drawn to its collection of exotic animals and lush landscapes. These visitors come from all walks of life and all corners of the globe, unified by a common interest in the marvels of the animal kingdom. As they wend their way through the network of trails and exhibits, they are treated to an up-close and personal look at the animals that they may otherwise only see in the pages of a textbook or on the silver screen. The San Diego Zoo offers more than just an opportunity to marvel at the majesty of wildlife. It also fosters a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all life on Earth. It's a place where learning comes alive, curiosity is rewarded, and the wonder of the natural world is just a heartbeat away. In a world that often feels dominated by concrete and technology, the San Diego Zoo stands as a living reminder of the wild beauty that exists beyond our city limits. It's a place where nature takes center stage, offering a window into the world that exists outside our own. This captivating display of life in its myriad forms is what makes the San Diego Zoo not only one of the largest but also one of the most important zoos in the world. But even a place as vibrant and full of life as the San Diego Zoo is not immune to the challenges of the outside world. As the COVID-19 pandemic took hold, the zoo, like so many other public spaces, had to adapt to a new reality. The story of the San Diego Zoo's encounter with COVID-19, specifically with regards to its gorilla inhabitants, is one of resilience, adaptability, and the complex interplay between humans and animals in a shared environment. The advent of the coronavirus pandemic, a globally disruptive event, has led to countless adjustments in our daily lives. Yet, one unforeseen development, one that underscored the interconnectedness of life on our planet, was the announcement by California's Governor, Gavin Newsom, that 2 gorillas at the San Diego Zoo had tested positive for COVID-19. This was an extraordinary announcement, one that brought into sharp relief the reach and ramifications of the ongoing global health crisis. In the early days of January, zookeepers started to observe unusual signs in the behavior of the gorillas. These majestic creatures, ordinarily so full of life and activity, were seen coughing. Recognizing the potential severity of the situation, the zookeepers decided to conduct COVID-19 tests on the gorillas. These are unprecedented times, and unprecedented measures were necessary. The return of the test results confirmed the caretakers' fears. The gorillas had indeed contracted the coronavirus. This development was a sobering moment that demonstrated the virus's ability to cross species. It was also a reminder of the precarious situation in which animals in captivity find themselves. Other animals known to have contracted the virus include lions, tigers, domestic pets like cats and dogs, and minks. These instances illustrate how the virus, a human health crisis, had expanded its sphere to involve the animal kingdom. However, the COVID-19 infection in gorillas was a unique case. Primates, the category of mammals that includes gorillas, along with monkeys, lemurs, bush babies, tarsiers, and marmosets, have an anatomical structure similar to humans. They have hands, hand-like feet, and forward-facing eyes. And significantly, humans share a considerable amount of their DNA with gorillas, about 95%. This genetic similarity raised concerns about the vulnerability of these animals to the virus. The gorilla's infection was a groundbreaking occurrence. It is believed that the San Diego Zoo gorillas were the first non-human primates to have been infected with COVID-19. This revelation had serious implications for the global effort to combat the pandemic. It underscored the need for further research into how the virus spreads among different species and the potential risks it poses to wildlife, especially those in zoos and other forms of captivity. The infection of the gorillas at the San Diego Zoo has amplified the discussion about the broader impact of the pandemic on the world's wildlife. It highlights how our actions, and even our health crises, can affect the animal kingdom. Furthermore, it serves as a stark reminder that in our efforts to control and eradicate the virus, we must be cognizant of its potential to transcend species and affect the animal world as well. Primarily, it's crucial to understand the broader categories of mammals to which gorillas belong. These categories, namely primates and apes, encompass an impressive variety of species, each with unique characteristics and attributes. In this context, understanding the definitions and distinctive features of these groups can provide a comprehensive background to appreciate the gorillas and their unfortunate brush with the COVID-19 virus. Let's begin by looking at primates, a category of mammals that includes a broad range of species. Primates are characterized by having hands, hand-like feet, and forward-facing eyes. Examples of primates include not only humans but also monkeys, apes, lemurs, bush babies, tarsiers, and marmosets. There are about 190 primate species, all of which exhibit great diversity in their physical attributes and behavioral traits. From the tiny, nocturnal tarsier to the intelligent and sociable chimpanzee, the primate family displays a fascinating array of life forms. Interestingly, apes form a subset within the primate family. So, what distinguishes apes from monkeys? Though both belong to the primate category, there are some crucial differences between them. Apes are typically larger than monkeys and do not have tails, a prominent characteristic found in most monkey species. Apes include species like orangutans, chimpanzees, bonobos, humans, and of course, gorillas. When we narrow our focus to gorillas, it's essential to understand their specific physical attributes and characteristics. Gorillas are known for their impressive size and strength. Male gorillas can stand up to 5.9 feet, 1.8 meters, tall and can weigh more than 400 pounds, 180 kilograms. These figures indicate the sheer size and power these animals possess. Another distinguishing trait of adult male gorillas is their lighter hair color, earning them the nickname silverbacks. Gorillas are remarkable creatures, and their physical characteristics are a testament to their adaptation to their natural habitats. They have long arms, even longer than their legs, which aids in their quadrupedal locomotion, known as knuckle walking. Despite their size and power, gorillas are generally gentle and shy, far from the aggressive image often portrayed in media and films. In summary, understanding the classifications of primates and apes, along with the distinguishing characteristics of gorillas, contributes significantly to our appreciation of these creatures' uniqueness. Armed with this knowledge, we can better comprehend the implications of health crises like the COVID-19 pandemic on such an integral part of our natural world. As we delve deeper into the world of gorillas, we encounter an intriguing array of species and subspecies. While we categorize all gorillas under the same general label, there are significant differences and specific characteristics among the various species. From their geographical distribution to their population size and physical attributes, each species has unique aspects that make them distinct from the others. At the highest level, gorillas are divided into two primary species, eastern and western gorillas. Each of these species is further divided into 2 or 3 subspecies. Although these divisions might initially seem confusing, they are actually critical for understanding the diversity within the gorilla world and aiding in their conservation efforts. Focusing first on the western species, we find that the most populous subspecies is the western lowland gorilla. These gorillas inhabit Central Africa, including the countries of Angola, Cameroon, Central African Republic, the Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon. Currently, there are estimated to be around 360,000 western lowland gorillas, making up approximately 99% of the total gorilla population. This vast number underscores the importance of this particular subspecies in terms of overall gorilla conservation. In contrast, the eastern gorilla species is divided into 2 subspecies, the mountain gorilla and the eastern lowland gorilla. These subspecies split from each other approximately 400,000 years ago, leading to their distinct characteristics. The eastern lowland gorilla is restricted to a specific area within the DRC, demonstrating the impact of geography on the distribution of these primates. The mountain gorilla, one of the most recognized subspecies, has several unique features. Compared to other gorilla subspecies, mountain gorillas have thicker fur, which helps them survive in cooler temperatures. They are slightly smaller than their cousins, with more conical-shaped heads. Mountain gorillas mainly subsist on a diet of fruits, leaves, shoots, and stems, but they also consume bark and roots. Despite living primarily on the ground, these gorillas are capable climbers, scaling trees to reach fruits, provided the branches can support their weight. The gorilla world is rich in diversity, with different species and subspecies spread across different geographical regions, each with their unique characteristics and adaptations. A better understanding of this diversity can aid in effective conservation efforts and fosters a greater appreciation of these remarkable animals. By recognizing and acknowledging their unique traits and adaptations, we also deepen our understanding of the intricate tapestry of life that makes up our world. Among the plethora of animal species found at the San Diego Zoo, the 8 western lowland gorillas hold a special place. These gorillas, While being a part of a larger subspecies that dominates the gorilla population worldwide, each have their unique personalities and quirks, just like humans. However, it's not just their individualistic charm that sets them apart. Recently, these gorillas have found themselves at the center of an unprecedented event. The zookeepers at San Diego Zoo, who meticulously care for these magnificent creatures, began noticing something amiss. The gorillas were displaying symptoms that were unusual, specifically a cough. Given the ongoing global pandemic, the keepers were aware that animals could potentially contract COVID-19. Their professional vigilance and their close relationship with the animals they care for meant they were swift in responding to these worrisome signs. The keepers quickly initiated the necessary procedures for dealing with potential infection. In this case, they collected fecal samples, also known as droppings, from the gorillas. Fecal samples can provide a wealth of information about an animal's health, including the presence of various pathogens. This non-invasive method is often preferable, especially when dealing with large and potentially dangerous animals such as gorillas. The collected samples were sent to a specialized animal laboratory, where they were carefully analyzed. These laboratories possess the equipment and expertise to detect the presence of various diseases, including COVID-19. In this situation, the results confirmed the keepers' concerns. The samples did indeed contain the virus, suggesting that the gorillas were infected. This marked a significant moment, not just for the San Diego Zoo, but for zoos globally. The infection of these gorillas with COVID-19 signified a notable development in the ongoing pandemic, highlighting the susceptibility of non-human primates to the disease. Moreover, it underscored the importance of vigilance and quick action in safeguarding the health of the animals within a zoo's care. As we move forward, it is crucial to remember the lessons we learn from such occurrences. Knowledge, vigilance, and swift action remain paramount not just in dealing with a global pandemic, but also in ensuring the welfare of the magnificent animals we share our planet with. The 8 western lowland gorillas at the San Diego Zoo, in their unique way, are teaching us these very lessons. In the aftermath of the diagnosis, a question arose: how did the gorillas contract the virus? The transmission of the COVID-19 virus to animals has been observed in a few cases, but it's often a complex process involving close contact with infected humans. In this case, the zookeepers hypothesized that the virus was transmitted from one of their own to the gorillas. One keeper, who had tested positive for the virus, is suspected to be the source. This individual showed no symptoms of the virus, which is known as being asymptomatic. Despite following precautions, including wearing a mask while near the animals, it's believed that the virus was unknowingly passed on. This highlights the insidious nature of COVID-19, which can be transmitted even when the carrier doesn't exhibit any symptoms. With the likely transmission path identified, the focus has turned to monitoring the health of the gorillas and providing necessary care. As of now, the gorillas are showing mild symptoms, with none appearing to be severely ill. The zoo's animal doctors, known as veterinarians, are keeping a watchful eye on the animals, ensuring they receive appropriate care. The infected gorillas have been given vitamins to boost their immune system, along with their regular food and water. No specific medicines for COVID-19 have been administered as of yet, since the gorillas are not seriously ill. The hope is that their robust natural defenses will fight off the virus effectively. However, should the gorilla's health take a turn for the worse, the zoo is prepared. Officials have engaged with medical experts who specialize in treating severe COVID-19 cases in humans. A plan has been crafted to address severe symptoms if they should manifest in the gorillas. This highlights the importance of collaboration across different fields of expertise in tackling novel health crises. The incident at the San Diego Zoo underscores the complex interplay between humans and animals, particularly in the context of emerging diseases. It is a reminder of the role that caretakers, veterinarians, and medical experts play in preserving the health and well-being of the animals under their care. Even as the world continues to grapple with the COVID-19 pandemic, it is evident that vigilance and cooperation remain essential tools in our collective response. The COVID-19 virus has not just affected the gorillas at the San Diego Zoo, it has also greatly influenced the operations of the zoo itself. To understand the full scope of the situation, we need to take a look at the broader context of the pandemic in Southern California, where the zoo is situated. Over the past few months, Southern California has seen a rapid increase in the number of COVID-19 cases. A virus that started off in a distant location has now found its way to the doorstep of the local community. This surge of cases has put immense pressure on local health facilities and has also prompted the implementation of stringent measures to curb the spread of the virus. Among these measures is the closure of various public spaces, and unfortunately, the San Diego Zoo is not exempt from this. Given that it welcomes approximately 4 million visitors each year, the zoo can potentially be a hotspot for virus transmission. The decision to close the zoo is not taken lightly, considering the impact on the city's tourism and the zoo's revenue. However, the priority is to ensure the safety of both the zoo's visitors and its staff. By reducing potential contact points, the zoo can play its part in limiting the spread of the virus. The closure came about 6 weeks ago, around the same time when the number of people with the virus in this part of the state began to increase rapidly. Since then, the zoo has remained closed to visitors. It is a stark change from the usual hustle and bustle of families, tourists, and animal lovers who would typically fill the park. Now, the zoo stands quiet, its only inhabitants being the animals and a limited number of staff who remain to care for them. However, even in the midst of a pandemic and a closed zoo, life goes on for the gorillas and other animals. Keepers continue to ensure their well-being, feeding them, cleaning their habitats, and now, closely monitoring their health in light of the recent virus outbreak. As the world waits for the situation to improve, the San Diego Zoo, like many other establishments, looks forward to the day when it can safely welcome visitors once again. Until then, the focus remains on ensuring the health and safety of their animals and staff. As the gorillas recover and the keepers continue their diligent work, the zoo stands as a testament to resilience in the face of unprecedented challenges. The following vocabulary can also be found in the video's description. Nestled. Located or set in a protected place. Sprawling. Spreading out over a large area in an untidy or irregular way. Oasis. A pleasant or peaceful area or period in the midst of a difficult situation. Biodiversity. The variety of plant and animal life in the world or a particular habitat. Staggering. Very large, shocking, or surprising. Cornucopia. An abundant supply of good things. Microcosm. A smaller system which seems to represent or be like a larger one. Myriad. A countless or extremely great number of people or things. Interconnectedness. The state of being connected with each other. Immune. Protected or exempt, especially from an obligation or the effects of something. Resilience. The capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. Toughness. Advent. The arrival of a notable person, thing, or event. Ramifications. Consequences or effects that spread out from an event or decision. Unprecedented. Never done or known before. Sobering. Making you feel serious and thoughtful. Precarious. Not securely held or in position, dangerously likely to fall or collapse. Vulnerability. The quality or state of being exposed to the possibility of being attacked or harmed, either physically or emotionally. Groundbreaking. Innovative, pioneering. Cognizant. Having knowledge or being aware of. Eradicate. To destroy or get rid of something completely. Transcend. To go beyond the range or limits of something. Encompass. To include a wide range of ideas, subjects, etc. Intriguing. Arousing one's curiosity or interest, fascinating. Geographical distribution. How a particular species is spread or dispersed across geographical areas. Conservation. The action of conserving something, in this context, animal species. Populace. Having a large population. Underscore. To emphasize or show the importance of something. Subsist. To maintain or support oneself, especially at a minimal level. Plethora. A large or excessive amount of something. Individualistic. Having unique characteristics, marked by individuality. Unprecedented. Never done or known before. Meticulously. In a way that shows great attention to detail, very thoroughly. Vigilance. The action or state of keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. Pathogens. A bacterium, virus, or other microorganism that can cause disease. Non-invasive. Not involving the introduction of instruments into the body, used especially of diagnostic procedures. Susceptibility. The state or fact of being likely or liable to be influenced or harmed by a particular thing. Paramount. More important than anything else, supreme. Aftermath. The consequences or after effects of a significant event, often in a negative sense. Asymptomatic. Showing or producing no symptoms of disease. Insidious. Proceeding in a gradual, subtle way, but with very harmful effects. Robust. Strong and healthy, sturdy. Manifest. To show a quality or feeling, by one's acts or appearance, demonstrate. Grapple. To struggle or deal with something. Scope. The extent or range of view, outlook, application, operation, effectiveness, etc. Surge. A sudden powerful forward or upward movement. Stringent. Strict, precise, and exacting. Exempt. Free from an obligation or liability imposed on others. Hotspot. A place of significant activity or danger. Inhabitants. Residents of a particular place. Testament. Something that serves as a sign or evidence of a specified fact, event, or quality. Resilience. The capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. Toughness.